Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Treya and I talk about all things LGBT history and pop culture on my channel. Today I'll be honouring none other than the iconic Isis King, the first openly transgender contestant to compete in America's Next Top Model. Without further ado, let's get into it. Isis struggled a lot in her early years, dealing with homelessness, lack of access to transgender healthcare, and a family who did not support her identity. Unable to afford housing in New York, she would eventually be housed in the Elimination Center for homeless LGBTQ+ youth. In 2007, Isis appeared in the MSNBC special titled Born in the Wrong Body, which documented the lives of transgender teens from across America.
But you feel like even if you tell everyone, nothing is going to be done about it. And for a long time, I just prayed about it and I guess I would be delivered from the feelings that I had.
Isis is among the 750,000 to 3 million Americans who, according to the National Center for Transgender Equality, make up the transgendered population.
In Cycle 10 of America's Next Top Model, Isis and other LGBTQ+ homeless youth from the Elimination Center were selected to be part of a homelessness-themed shoot.
Today we're actually going to put a spotlight on a major issue, and that is homeless youth. You're going to be posing with homeless partners. But here's the deal. You girls will be in street clothes and the other girls will be in high fashion.
So I'm editing the film of 13 or 14 girls. I edit all the film on Top Model. So I'm in my room editing this film and I keep seeing this beautiful girl in the background. And she's doing these beautiful poses and all these couture poses. Meanwhile, the girl in the foreground of the picture, the new Top Model girl, is all stiff. But this girl is in the background. Look at that gorgeous shot. I mean, that is like couture. And I said, who the hell is that girl? Well, I just want to say that that photo shoot that Isis did, the homeless photo shoot, the season before she was in Top Model, it was freezing cold. So the models would circle in and out, back and forth, like, I'm too cold, I'm going to take a rest. Now tell them what you did. Okay,
so I'm anemic. Of course, I'm really skinny too. And like, the outfit was very a lot of skin. So I stayed out there the whole 8 hours because I told myself.
How many hours?
8.
8 hours in the freezing cold, in the winter.
I stayed out there for the 8 hours because I told myself, you never know what can happen from this opportunity.
It was here where she met the iconic Mr. J. Isis asked Mr. J if America's Next Top Model would be open to having a transgender woman on the show. Jay was so impressed by Isis that he immediately told Tyra about her. Tyra jumped at the chance to have Isis on the show and had her producers invite Isis to the auditions. Isis had some experience with runway as a member of the ballroom community and came to the audition guns blazing.
You were the diva in Cycle 10's first photo shoot at the homeless shelter. You were one of the girls from the shelter who participated in our shoot in the background as an extra. Let's face it, there's a reason you're here, because you know how to give me couture. And yes, there we go.
My eyes are on a prize no matter what people may think of me or not. I'm here, I'm myself. This is how I've always been. Transition or not, I'm me.
Isis's warm spirit, powerful catwalk, and stunning features wowed the judges, and she made it into the final 14. Being in the house was no easy feat for Isis. Transphobia and discrimination immediately reared its ugly head in the house, with some contestants claiming that Isis's presence made them feel uncomfortable. Another contestant even pushed her.
And then you're part of the itty bitty committee, so.
Y'all want to figure me out, right?
Huh?
Y'all want to figure me out. Y'all are smart, y'all are talking, it's okay.
So is it true?
It's what true?
Are you all female?
Physically without one female, no.
My mind was like, what, girl? Ain't this supposed to be a girl competition? How did you get through the door?
What happens is, like, we have to do a nude scene.
I'll take care of it. I'm here to win. I'm not letting any of these girls bother me. I know what I'm here for. This is the person who I am. Either take it or leave it.
Hey, go ahead.
I generally wouldn't hang out with characters like Alina or Sheena or Isis because she's a transgender.
Hey, go ahead.
Come on.
Okay,
Sorry.
All right.
Hannah pushed Isis, and I wasn't appreciated. Putting hands on other girls in the house.
Hi. I wouldn't say the cause is out yet, but The cat might be scratching at the door a little bit at this point. Hey.
ISIS is over this hot. America's Next Top Model is not going to be a drag queen. I'm sorry, it's not.
If I have to get along with ISIS, I will. But then again, if it comes between me and my goal, I'll stomp that man right out of the competition.
During an election-themed photo shoot, some contestants attempted to throw Isis off, but she didn't lose her cool. Instead, she drew on her inner strength and delivered a smashing photograph, coming in second place for the strongest photograph of the week.
Just work with it, let it, just ignore it. Just go.
Damn, Isis, you need to shave, y'all. So hot, you're sweating a lot all over your body. She needs some heat to burn off all that hair.
In spite of the discrimination in the house, several of the contestants showed support for Isis, especially the Harlem-born Sheena, who I absolutely loved.
The best person for this competition is going to win. What should matter is your spirit and how much you want to do.
For Isis to be so brave and so secure with who she is and being able to not let anything bother her, it's very commendable. When I first met you, I had a really good impression. You were really friendly, but you deliberately pushed someone, like a rude push, like get out the way.
A lot of women I found are intimidated.
Because you do girl better than most girls.
Yeah, because I'm sorry for being myself.
I don't try and think about whether I think it's right or wrong what you're doing because it's not my choice to make for you. Isis is always going to have people talking about her and she needs to just, keep strong.
Whatever. Think whatever you want, but one up for one. When I'm on that runway, what are you going to say? You can't tell me nothing. I'm here for the long run.
And you're one of us, Isis.
And I was just telling Jocelyn that Isis is so secure.
Most definitely. Look who's out to play.
I'm not going to just sit there with a pool in my backyard. I'm like, I got to make it work somehow. I'm going to get in the pool. It was like the first swim that I had as Isis, as who I really am. I was like, oh, my hair and like my bikini top. This is like real dainty. I'm just like, oh, it's fun.
Isis is a pretty cool chick. In the kind of situation that she's in, you'd think that she'd want to like hide everything, but she's open, she's forthwith. She's not gonna hide who she is from anybody. I'm this big fighter girl, and I think that she's like tenfold more brave than I am.
Transition is kind of like going through puberty all over again. It's like I started out as a kid, and now like I'm developing.
You're like a butterfly.
Tyra and the Jays were especially supportive of Isis. Everyone gendered her correctly, and Mr. J affirmed her on several occasions, including the Sports Illustrated themed shoot. Jay reminded Isis that she was passable and that she didn't need to be insecure about the shoot.
How psyched are you about the shoot?
It's exciting. I guess it's like, swimsuit.
Were you a little nervous about that?
A little. I was born physically male. I'm wearing a bathing suit, so it's kind of like it is a lot of pressure on me.
A lot of people aren't aware of your situation. For instance, Russell and Susan don't know. And I just want to make sure that the face reads confident.
Okay.
In week 1, the most transphobic contestant, Sharon, was eliminated, and this moment felt like justice for her horrible treatment of Isis.
Nikisha.
I'm so sorry.
I want this so bad.
Another one of Isis's bullies, Hannah, also got eliminated in a dramatic fashion in episode 5, and that felt like karmic justice too.
So unfortunately, the young lady that'll be going home tonight is Hannah.
I'm really sad right now. I felt like I might have disappointed my family.
On week 2, Isis just about avoided the bottom 2, but came back stronger in the next episode. We saw Isis speak candidly about her experience as a trans woman and the process of hormone replacement therapy.
In order to keep up my transition, I have to take hormonal injections. Are you afraid of needles?
Do you need help?
Honestly, she's somebody who's really cool. So I saw her and I asked her, would she kind of help distract me while I'm giving myself the injection?
I can make stupid faces for you. I'm lucky. I can do a mean chicken impression.
She's had me laughing. It made it a lot easier for me. Now I'm starting to get like nauseous. Damn.
It's something that means so much to her, and to share that with her was quite a personal moment, I thought.
I took it as a huge compliment that you asked me to be there, so thank you.
Isis's authentic spirit shone through each episode, and there was no doubt a star was being born. In episode 5 of Cycle 11, the contestants shot with Nigel Barker in the swimming pool of their lavish Los Angeles house. The shoot demanded the girls dress in bikinis, with half of their faces submerged beneath the water. The focus of the shoot was capturing the drama in their eyes. Being in a swimsuit in public prior to gender reassignment surgery caused Isis a great amount of gender dysphoria. Isis stated that she was worried about her lower body being exposed in her swimsuit. Her dysphoria overpowered her ability to perform as strong as she could have, and this resulted in Isis being sent home.
Now, prior to Isis's surgery, it was very uncomfortable for her to be in a swimsuit. Do you remember that? It led to your elimination on Top Model.
I remember that.
She's like, you know, I have on a swimsuit and I have parts that aren't necessarily the most comfortable in this swimsuit right now, Tyra. And she's just struggling. Check this out.
So I have my gender reassignment surgery. It's some things that I have to do extra that the other girls don't have to. I have on like 3 pair of undergarments just in case the tape did peel off because of the water. I'm so nervous about that.
I think Isis was really concerned about wearing a swimsuit and posing in the water.
Eyes wider.
That photo landed Isis in the bottom 2.
So, Isis, what happened? You were supposed to go so far. The girl that we saw in those photos last season is not here. She's disappeared in her pictures and she's disappeared in personality. But if you want to be a model, you can, and you're already an inspiration for the gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual community. Did I get that right? I think I said them all, right, Miss J?
Yes, you did, honey.
Thank you.
Yes, you did.
So you have to know that. But you need to work on those eyes or else she'll just be wah-wah. Okay, thank you. You're so welcome.
So many obstacles. So many obstacles, but this experience was wonderful.
Let's be real, Isis was stronger than most of the girls this cycle in terms of walk, beauty, aura, and presence. She had also struggled with wearing a swimsuit the week prior in the Sports Illustrated shoot.
Yes, yeah, go ahead. Try something where you're coming to the edge of the chair. Okay, think about the spring and you're feeling good, and here it comes. I found Isis difficult to shoot.
Tyra would give Isis a chance to recreate her swimsuit shoot on the Tyra Banks Show.
Ooh, you are giving it. I love it. That's great, beautiful, disgusting.
I feel very sexy.
Ooh, this is so bitchy fierce. The shot is golden.
I got the bathing suit issue out of the way, and now I feel very confident and sexy, and after this I can do anything.
And here's the next one. And this is my final favorite. Legs. I love that picture. That one is my absolute favorite. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
It's obviously a lot more confidence than
look
before.
at you. She's just like open, just like, hey, working it. I love that picture. I wish it was on Top Model, actually. I'm a little jealous.
Isis would also have another opportunity to dazzle the judges in a swimsuit in Cycle 16, where she was more than ready to show the judges what she was working with.
I had my gender reassignment surgery a little bit over 2 years ago. I feel like I've embraced my sexuality a little bit more and just growing into the woman that I have become.
Holy right, she's
I'm ready.
I can do a bikini all the way now, right? No problem?
I'm ready.
All right, so now, I love it. She's like, I am ready.
Isis did not let her elimination stop her. She would go on to feature in various ads for Mac, US Weekly, and 17 magazine. In 2012, she became American Apparel's first openly transgender model. Isis came back to America's Next Top Model to feature in the All-Stars Cycle 17.
I don't know what the heck you are doing, but it's almost like you're not even applying any pressure on your arms to hold yourself up.
You are the new mermaid, darling. This is a mermaid of the 21st century.
Thank you very much.
Fabulous.
It's like a drawing.
I think she's very hip. I think she's cool. For me, I'm like, you know what? There's a real star in there.
Many fans absolutely love her. She had very high ratings.
Unfortunately, Isis would only make it to the 3rd episode of Cycle 17. That week, the team who won the interview challenge would be safe from elimination. Although Isis didn't have the weakest picture that week, because her team lost the challenge, she would be on the chopping block. Isis had the weakest picture in her team, and as a result was eliminated. Tyra, however, affirmed Isis in her final moments on the show and told Isis that she would go on to be successful.
You got to take this second platform that you got and show the world I'm taking it to the next level. 15 minutes is not just going to be 15 minutes, that's over. You're going to carry it all. Okay. Thank you.
I'm really shocked. I think that I have a lot to offer. I feel like I have a presence.
You're so beautiful.
From here, I will continue to do my appearances. I will continue to do motivational speeches. Just like the first time, I leave here with a great impact on the other girls and hopefully the world.
Isis went back to the drawing board and worked even harder. She was now blooming as a Hollywood starlet and would soon go on to star in shows such as The Bold and the Beautiful, Shameless, When They See Us, and With Love. Isis also featured in the Whoopi Goldberg-produced series Strut, that followed the lives of professional transgender models.
I was the only trans finalist that made it on Top Model. I have a brand.
Miss, I haven't done anything since America's Next Top Model.
Isis believes that she's a brand, but that brand fell asleep for a little too long. It's almost kind of like starting again.
After Cycle 11, Isis featured on the Tyra Banks Show several times, where she would discuss her desire to have gender reassignment surgery. In one episode of the Tyra Banks Show, Isis was proposed to by her then boyfriend.
For the past, one for the present.
However, in a later appearance, Isis would announce that the engagement was called off.
You know, kind of confused with emotions. So.
Oh, got it. Yeah, because you guys are best friends. Yeah. And so you thought, oh, well, maybe we're supposed to
do together. And it didn't turn out like that. But luckily, we were able to maintain our friendship.
Which is so important.
I'm single.
I'm ready to mingle.
In another appearance on the show, Tyra would arrange for Isis to have an all-expenses-paid gender reassignment surgery with renowned transgender surgeon Marcy Bowers.
You have some news for Isis. What news do you have for Isis?
Well, I just want to say your story really touches my heart, and I saw you actually first on MSNBC, I think, is that right? And but I can relate to you, and I know how much difference that surgery can make in your life, and improves things for the better. So what I want to do is evaluate you for the processes of going through the surgery.
Okay.
And if I can get the money together, I'd like you to come out, assuming you want me to do your surgery. I want to do this for you.
Thank you.
Isis would show us the complete process of the surgery and recovery.
It's just almost like I was supposed to have it. Almost like you were supposed to have it. I would say so.
The healing process is long and at times painful. From her first meal to her first steps, everything is a struggle.
Just relax as much as you can. Take a deep breath and just relax.
But I know to Isis, it's that struggle that makes the reward that much sweeter.
I'm doing good, Tyra. I'm making it through. Getting better. I can't wait to really be able to walk stand up for more than a second and just walk and do my runway that I love so much.
After she recovered, Isis strutted down the runway of the Tyra show and showed us she still had it. Isis also got the opportunity to confront her most transphobic hater, Clark, whilst on the Tyra show.
For me to have to go through all of my life's struggles and for me to, you know, deal with things like I do you think like I would make the choice to do that? Like it's something that's natural to me, you know? So I wouldn't just say, oh, I'm going to do this if I don't feel like that's who I really am. God doesn't make mistakes, and I'm not a mistake. This is the way I am.
As well as acting and motivational speaking, Isis has gone on to create her own fashion line and has also become an avid martial artist. She won several gold medals in martial arts tournaments over the last 2 years. Tyra's support of Isis contradicts the narrative that she was a complete egomaniac for the entirety of the show. Of course, Tyra and Mr. J exhibited a lot of problematic behavior on the show. However, I was genuinely surprised to see the kindness and care with which they treated Isis, both before, on, and after the show. Isis recently told People, "I became an actress and all of these things that I would have never had the opportunity if I didn't go on the show. So I can't downplay how impactful it's been for my life." Isis is a trailblazer and a go-getter, and I am truly inspired by her resilience and star power. As much success as she has achieved so far, I am sure this is just the beginning for the phenomenal Isis King. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you got to the end, please leave a star emoji in the comments. Comments really help me with the algorithm, and I figured that a star sums Isis up pretty well. I'm thinking of doing more videos on LGBT contestants from ANTM'S, so please subscribe and turn notifications on for more videos. Love ya. See you soon. Bye. I thought I was going to go further in this competition, but I promise you after this, every photo shoot I do, I'm going to make sure I take all the notes that were given to me. I'm going to smile with my eyes. I'm going to show my personality through it. I feel like I've developed a strong backbone. Strong sense of character.
I want to go out there and make my dreams come true, and that's what I want to do.